What's up everyone, Alastiir here, and today I'd like to talk to you about 3.1 and different ways to play the endgame. If you're here, you've just completed the acts, you're about to hit maps, and you're thinking, okay, well, how do I play and where do I focus on going now? So I want to outline kind of 5 main ways that you can play the endgame with 3.1. The first one obviously is just kind of playing the game. By that I just mean chain clearing maps. Just pick up maps, do all your tier 1s, go to the next tier, go to tier 2. If you get a higher tier map, just clear it. Get a good loot filter so that you're efficient. You don't want to be spending too much time in the maps, but that's basically just, regular progression. Get further into tiers, get higher level items, higher level uniques, great crafting bases from specific areas in the atlas. You basically just want to be clearing maps as efficiently as possible, picking up only what you need, selling only what you need, and just making sure you're always there, killing more, dropping more. It's really just a simple way to play. You don't have to complicate your head with all kinds of different calculations as to where you should go or anything. And yes, it makes a decent amount of currency, almost just as much as anything else if you just play it well. So yeah, be efficient, chain clear maps, and just keep on playing the game. It is the best way to make money. Now the second is a more focused way of clearing maps, that is speed clearing, or that's what I'm calling it. Basically, it's sextant blocking with a shaped atlas. So if you don't know what this is, there are great video guides on it, but it's very long and complex. I don't want to get into it in depth. Basically, it's just you shape a map which is increasing its tier, and then you use sextant to add properties to that map. You're going to want to wait a bit for streamers and theory crafters to figure out which map is the best to sextant block, or which maps are the best in 3.1, but basically the main difference in between chain clearing regular maps and sextant blocking maps is you're going to be clearing the same map again and again and again. Now this is, since there have been no changes to sextant blocking, still the best efficient way to get a maximum amount of XP and loot. However, this also means you're only clearing the one map again and again and again. So that's up to you if you like it. Some people love just getting the top of the top. Other people prefer changing around. It's really all good. But yeah, if you're interested in that, there's a lot of great video guides out there. Go check them out. The third one is still in mapping, however this is kind of a new alternative to 3.1. Now, before going to certain maps to get specific crafting bases, such as steel rings or crystal belts, was kind of an option, but not really, because at the end of the day, there were already a decent amount on the market, and just chain clearing maps ended up with you getting a couple anyway, because a lot of good bases are in higher tier maps. However, now with the addition of shaped and elder items, what you're going to want to do with this is you're going to want to get to those higher tier maps where you can get good bases of items, or just generally high eye level items, and then you're going to want to be jumping around from map to map and area of the atlas where there are shaped and elder potential drops, because these items seem very, very powerful and are going to be in very high demand, both in crafters or if you get lucky and hit a jackpot, very specific builds. So yeah, that is kind of a new way of playing maps in 3.1, just kind of focusing on affecting that war of Shaped and Elder to always maximize your potential of drops in those areas. The fourth quick way to play is basically farming endgame uniques from specific bosses. I'm talking Uber Shaper, and now newest edition, the Elder. So with the addition of the Elder, there should be a decent amount of endgame uniques. We don't know what they are yet. Obviously, there's still Disfavor off of Uber despite Acuity is getting a bit nerfed. It's still very powerful. And then, there's some decent items as well off of Shaper, and hopefully great items off of the different tiers of Elder. So this point is just kind of, you want to make your build really solid at survival and boss killing, so you want your single target to be really high. And with the Death of Volpack, you can't just sit there and press a button and never die again, so you gotta try and be a bit more mechanically skilled than just, say, running through a strand, one-shotting everything, and ignoring the boss. But, it's a different way to play, slightly more engaging, in my opinion at least. And yeah, it's kind of another fun thing to do if you're looking to get to that type of endgame. Now, it's also a bit more trading focused because, you need to get those items and then you need to sell them. That's how you make your money. And then often you need to buy the sets to be able to run them again. So we'll see, but with the Elder items hopefully being good, that should be a very viable strategy. And finally, the fifth is Uberlab farming. Now, Uberlab farming, the only reason I'm putting this apart from the last section is that it's not about the uniques, it's more about the helm enchants and drops that you can get from the chests. And the other difference is no matter how tanky or amazing damage your build is, traps can and will kill you, and you need to be efficient in knowing where to go to get extra keys, where to go to kill Argus, etc., etc., etc. There's kind of an extra burden of knowledge, which is less important in regards to the fights compared to, say, the Elder or Uberziri, but more important in regards to the layout and to running it. But if you get that knowledge, again, there's a lot of great guides out there about that, and that's something that can be very profitable in just running a lab over and over and over again, hopefully getting lucky with some helmet chance, selling them for a lot of money, and then, yeah, just keeping on progressing your gear. So, that was my quick guide as to the different ways to play endgame in 3.1. Again, there are a lot of great resources out there. If one of these, you hear them, or a couple of these, and you're like, oh, I want to make a character that's good for this, just go on YouTube, look them up. There's gonna be good information, or even on the subreddit maybe. You're just generally gonna find good ways to play this maximum at a best time. If you have some specific questions, you can pop up on the stream. I'm always willing to answer and help out. Anyway, as usual, I'm Alastiir, and I'll see you later.